tilt this up a bit. Bigger of a spot. You see, it takes a little bit of precision, that's for sure. On a previous video, I mentioned that HMIs are not so pleasant, or they don't make a good shadow quality when they are direct. So on this occasion, I wanted to show everybody how good the shadow quality is when they go into a CRLS reflector or a mirror board. Let's have a look here real quick. So what we have here is a shadow quality which is fantastic, and the lines are sharp. Probably when I do more flood, they would be a bit softer, or even if I switch the reflector to a lighter diffusion. So for example, a number 2 or number 3 with the CRLS, you get softer shadows. Yeah, and I think we should compare that to the M18 going direct. So this is the HMI direct. It's half flooded, half spotted, so right in the middle. And let's have a look at the shadows here. So as we expected, or what we've seen previously in the other videos, the edges are a bit off, they kind of fringe, and you get that double shadow quality that's coming in, which looks unusual. So what we had here was a f-stop 8. Yeah, as expected, it's a bit brighter. So I will add a second reflector from a higher position, and that's what I like about the CRLS, is that you can get them really just directly up here with ease because they're just so lightweight. Of course, it takes a bit of practice to get it right, but I always like to use it with the gobo arm because I don't have to worry about the reflector running into the stand. That's important because you need to be able to have a tilt on it. Once you have it here, theoretically, I mean, that's very limited. And I think with the gobo arm, you also have the ability to avoid touching the reflector, which is very nice. So. So you can see here, as I mentioned before, the reason I like the gobo arm is because then I can just go up get it into that room. Let's do it like that. What I do also like about some of the reflectors, especially the CRLS, is you can choose your poison. You can choose soft, you can choose very direct. One thing I do have to say is if you're going to try to fill in a room with CRLS and HMIs, you should never forget about filling in that window. So what do I mean by that? I mean, you might additionally want to have a 12 by 12 ultra bounce eyebrow to give the room some ambience that allows that hard kicker to be believable. So as you can see behind me right now, it's nearly dark. It's you can see outside the window and it's just not believable. You just see this hard source coming in. Of course, we would have to frame it out and then it might look more real, but you need to add in a fill light that looks like a sky in addition to the sun, so both can help each other look realistic. Okay, so now we have the fill eyebrow to accompany the CRLS, and what I could expect is that the image is going to look more natural. I mean, bear with me and try to ignore the window, because if you look outside there, obviously you probably even see the top of the butterfly. We're a bit limited here, but then you might also see that it's still dark in some parts of it. But if you look into the room itself, you're given a overall ambience from the same direction as the kicker, which makes sense because, as we said before, this is the sun kicker. Then you have the sky, which is giving you a kicker and a fill. Cool? I think it's good. Whatever. Let's move on.